It is Friday.
Isn't that the Friday? Isn't that the Friday the 13th?
Yep. So
What's
what's up,
up,
man?
people? What's up, Doc? What's up, Ted? What's up, Billy?
Hey, Billy.
Steve's coming.
You like?
Steve's coming to Florida, and I heard it's closed, so he's in for a treat.
We closed it.
Yeah, we closed it down.
Sweet. I know we're
Freaking
flying
cold
people
front.
out. I know we're flying people out of here that don't belong
Cold
here.
fronts keep. See, somebody left the gate open and the window open, and these damn cold weather keeps blowing through it. We shutting all that shit down. Just close it down.
Close it down. I like
Yep.
it. What's up, Billy?
I
What's
think,
up, Ted?
I think it's Billy's job. He's the one supposed to close the windows.
Was it Billy's turn this time?
Yes, and I think he left one open.
Dang it, Billy.
Welcome, TFT.
What's up, TFT? What's up, Joe?
It's chilly, Joe. I'm chilly right now. I got a little heater and Pearl's blocking it over there. She's sucking it all up.
Yeah, I took Kona out just before we started the live tonight. And I was like, oh man, it dropped. It dropped big time.
Damn, I just realized that. What is your dog's name, Doc? And spell it.
Kona, Kona.
Okay, Jamie's new dog is Kova, Kova.
Nice. What up, Big Nasty?
What's up, Rob? Big Nasty in the house.
What's going on, Rob? Billy, you like the shirt? I'm rocking
No
Billy's
joke.
shirt tonight.
It's a white dog. It's not black.
And that dog's gonna get big, right?
Yeah, it's a damn not a bull mastiff. What's the other one? God dang it. Funny little name. Not
Oh,
Parma.
you
Not
said
Parma.
it.
I know it. I just can't. I keep thinking Parmesan now, and not a Pomeranian, but I can't think of now.
We'll worry about it later.
It'll come to me. Oh, Kona is coffee. Oh, I didn't know.
Kona, according to Anti in his research, means leeward side of the island. I just thought we were naming the dog after the beer.
Oh, what's Ted said? Fish will be a little if for a day or two. Yeah, they'll be a little funky for a couple days. I got Coach coming in Sunday, and if he wants to crappie fish one day, I'm gonna try to talk him into doing that Monday, because that'll give it another day to get back up to temp. Because it's supposed to be, by Wednesday, it's supposed to be back in the 80s. But
yep. Hey, I'm off on Monday, by the way.
I have a charter.
I'm just saying I'm off on Monday. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, cool. It's wild. We got to Donkeyland yesterday, and it was 69 degrees, and they were frisky yesterday. It was a good day yesterday.
Yeah, from the video, I mean, they were on it. You guys even got out there a little bit later on.
On purpose.
After the sun was up.
Well, that's called being a smart man, Doc. I run the charters with Rob and John, Monday and Tuesday, and they didn't catch any decent fish till after lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So I told Lindy, hell, we didn't get there like 10:30 something, pushing 11 o'clock, perfect time. And that's what I'm gonna tell Hiram. Hiram's not an all day guy, so I'm gonna tell him, hell, let's don't get there till like 10 o'clock.
No, I mean, and especially with the cold weather. Especially with the cold weather. I mean, it doesn't pay to get there that early.
No, because the bite will be like 1 to 4. They'll shut off once that cool. They even did it to us, right? As good an afternoon as we had, right when it starts prime time, when the sun's about to drop out.
Yep.
In the summer when you would really start banging on them, oh, they were done, man. When they said, I'm done, they said, I am done. What's up, Shadow Bay?
Manny?
And Ted Anti usually rolls in here a little late.
Yeah. He'll be here, though. I hope. We're kind of depending on him for the fun Florida fact for Friday.
Anti won't pass up on that. But yeah, my two guys, Rob and John,
Yeah.
man, them guys fished hard to be broke guys like they are. And I mean broke. The Rob guy in like a week is having his whole jaw replaced, mouth sewed shut or wired shut for 6
Oh my
months.
God, really?
Yeah, he broke a bunch of bones when he was younger riding bulls, and he said that this bone is not. I mean, they literally just going to replace it. I mean, he's getting his face rebuilt.
Dang. What's up,
And
Krill?
that's not even the crazy story. Okay, I'm gonna try to do my best to tell this, and if they're in here, I'll do respect. But in the middle of the story, I had to look at them and say, "Man, you can stop because that's a effed up story." All right.
Are we gonna
John
get banned from YouTube for this?
Oh yeah, it's not that bad, but it got a little gross for me. John in the back, in the front, the John guy, his arm kept bothering him. He goes, "Well, I got a 4-inch piece of titanium in my forearm." I was like, that quick, Rob goes, "Oh yeah. Okay." So they tell this story. They're working together, right?
Right.
There's an old skill saw involved. All right. They really emphasize the fact, one, that when you let off the trigger, the blade just keeps on whizzing. It's before they invented the slow down and all that. There's anti.
There's anti.
Something about cutting the board, reaching for the scrap. Skill saw gets a hold of him, all but cuts his freaking hand off, but like tendons. I mean, bone. Through the bone. Through the bone with a skill saw. John
Like
wraps
right
it
up here?
Yeah, it's like right in here. He says where he had the now 4 inches long piece of titanium. Something about skill saw went hand about flew off. Rob puts it together, wraps it in a rag, gets him to the hospital. I mean, dude, it was a crazy story.
Oh my gosh.
So, I made jokes about wearing the two guys out in 2 days. I'll give them boys props. I mean, they're packing around titanium, and it was just they give it hell. I'll give them credit. They give it hell.
Kenny wants to know what I'm wearing. This is Billy's shirt from SoFlo Outdoors. Billy gave it to me. It has a hood on it, Kenny. I'll probably never do that again on camera.
Me coming from North Carolina, I've seen a lot of, furniture factories, frame shops. I've been around a lot of fingers getting cut off and hair getting caught in pump sanders and about scalping. But I ain't never seen a skill saw or heard a skill saw story that about lost a hand.
My great uncle on his right hand. That's what he looks like right there. These fingers, he ran it across table saw.
Yeah.
And just got him off. So he's missing those right there. I mean, it's almost it looks almost just like that,
James?
almost like a perfect angle.
What's
up, James?
It's exactly that 45-degree angle he was trying to cut, on that board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they actually when it happened, I remember it. They had to airlift him down to Miami because there was that kind of trauma at the time. There was no trauma center here, and they had to airlift him down to Miami. And they tried to save his fingers, but it just didn't happen.
If you remember back before we had cell phones and you had, your black book of phone numbers.
Oh yeah, I had one of those.
Peace out, Lindia.
Hello.
Hey, Lindia.
Gotta go check on the puppy.
Okay.
You got puppy duty.
I'll be back.
Puppy duty.
Be careful, baby.
And you're gonna probably have to pick up some duty.
Oh yeah, not much. The little puppy is. I mean, they keep her in it's a small lot instead of a kennel. But anyway, I mean, all the dog is really cool. Runs outside to do its business. I mean, it's cool. But anyway, talking about the phone book, I have an old friend that I could find that book, he is in there under Thumbless Wonder. is the name he's under. He run a variety saw, which is a table saw.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this thumb missing, that thumb missing, part of that finger about halfway, and part of one of these. And I'm like, dude, change hobbies, brother, or change, job, careers. But when he cut his first thumb off, dude, the board kicked back out of the blade and hit him in the ribs. And when it kicked, he must have got his thumb and just said, wham. Well, the board breaking his rib, he didn't even know he cut his freaking thumb off. He's holding his side. He said, blood squirting. Dude, he said blood was squirting. He thought he put the board into his chest, as bad as it hurt. And he's like, ah. He looks around and somebody goes, I got hit right here. And this thing's going, they're like, no, that's not your issue. But I don't know if you've ever broke a rib, but I know it hurts. It must hurt worse than just instantly cut your thumb off.
I have broke a rib, and it's actually my buddy Daryl's fault that I broke a rib. It was actually the night of my wife's bachelorette party. Her and all her friends were out, and now, like, my wife and I met through my buddy Daryl and his wife. My wife is cousins with his wife. And when they were all out, Daryl and I and a couple of our buddies, we went out that night and had ourselves our own little party. And we came back, and for some reason, Daryl felt the need to tackle me from behind as we're walking into his backyard to go to the tiki hut. And as he did that, my ribs hit the side mirror of the car that was parked in his driveway right here. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. And John, thank God it was like 2 weeks before our wedding, because I broke that rib. It was broken. I couldn't even lift. It hurt like hell.
Dude, I broke this arm right here at the wrist and 3 ribs on the opposite side at the same time. So I was like, help me. Oh, my God.
When you fell out of the tree, right?
Okay.
Or no, you didn't fall out of the tree. No, I'm sorry.
Once you become unconscious up in a tree, it's not just falling out of a tree. I got knocked out of a tree by a limb.
You got knocked out of a tree. That's right.
If you fall out, you were conscious. The way I look at it, and you had a chance you could have held on. No, dude, I went unconscious, and it was just like, I'm out. See you guys.
Hey, what's up, Billy? John Long? All right, Billy. Yeah, yes, iguanas. Iguanas fall out of trees.
And
they're going to fall tomorrow.
And back to the nicknames people call people. We knew a guy that was missing a finger, and we called him Hamburger Helper. Because, that glove guy don't have but 4 digits. We called him Hamburger Helper. Why was I in a tree, Creel? Okay, Creel, that's a funny story, too. I was out in my shed, my man cave I had in North Carolina, messing around. Stumbled across that I found a brand new chainsaw blade in the pack. The whole new chain. I was like, damn, forgot I had that. So I whip out my chainsaw, put the new blade on. And you can't put a new blade on a chainsaw and not go, I'm going to go cut some shit. So I go in the backyard and I cut all the limbs that I can reach. And I guess that didn't satisfy me. So I did what any redneck would do. I went and got a ladder. A big, tall extension ladder. I crawled way up in this tree, and I'm on one limb, and I'm reaching across, cutting on another one, and I thought it was going to fall this way. It fell that way. The butt of the limb, about that big around, got hung, and when it come free, it went. I was holding on. That's when it broke my arm. It swung around and said, "Bah!" Broke my arm, and then I did the free fall and broke my ribs.
Rob had asked about the traveling tackle bag, and Joe's given him an update as to the last sighting for it. Let's just have a moment of silence for the traveling tackle bag. Okay.
There we go. Joe, I understood it, man. You know how I comment.
Yeah.
I was so proud the other day well, first thing when you tell your buddy, he texts you and you tell him in a group text, yeah, I'm driving back from Donkeyland. That's when he decides to start telling you the freaking story of his life on a text message. And like I said, all my answers, I looked at them and they were punctuated. It was capitalized in the right place. I was like, well, voice to text isn't too bad.
No, they've actually improved it. Did you do the new update on the phone?
I don't know.
No, I mean I gotta say the new update on the Apple iPhone is actually really good with punctuation when you voice to text. It's actually pretty good.
That wasn't the update where I got the cussing unicorn from, was it?
Maybe.
Where did you all of a sudden get the unicorn emojis? I never had them. And there's one where he's cussing. It's got like
Yeah.
Dude, that's my favorite emoji now. Because I know what he's saying. That unicorn is really saying, why couldn't they have picked a goat or a cow? Why them guys go, why they got to pick me as their damn symbol? The majestic unicorn has just been gone to the wayside.
Oh, see, like that kind of stuff that Ted's dealing with up there, that's exactly why I will never live up that way.
Okay, let me tell you another thing. I moved from North Carolina here, and everybody's like, oh, you're going to die in a hurricane. You're going to die in a hurricane. Watch the weather, the news today, and they about got wiped out by tornadoes going across the middle. Yeah, no, I'm way safer down here. Way safer.
Yeah, because you know what we can do from a hurricane? We can run.
Oh, yeah, we hear about it coming. That's right, Steve. It's supposed to be like 33 tomorrow in Florida.
What's up, Al?
Al Blades?
Yeah, it's not gonna be. They said it's not gonna be as cold as it was during Christmas, but it's gonna be pretty close. So, I'm not looking forward to it at all. Everybody up north does think that like the hurricane thing, because that's what they see on the news. They see on the news that these hurricanes roll through, and the people over on the West Coast are still having to deal with what Ian did, but we're able with a hurricane. You're able to get out if you need to. Like with a hurricane, or I'm sorry, with a tornado and these snowstorms and stuff, it's just like they're on you.
This. With a hurricane, Jim Cantore can show up 3 days before it. With a tornado, he shows up the day after.
Right. And if there's a Cantore sighting, you go.
You're screwed. Yeah. Down here you go, and I guess up north, if you see Jim Cantore, shit done happened. It done happened. You too, Al.
Those people in California, I don't know. I don't know if we have many California followers. It's still only 5:30 over there, so they might just be getting off work. That's why we don't have a lot of them. But like people in California are dealing with a lot with all that rain and the mudslides and all that stuff.
Do we care how they do it in California?
I'm starting to pay attention a little bit to what's going on in California because I got to go out there in March. So, but yeah, I think the Earth is trying to do everything possible to get rid of California. My personal opinion. I just there's constantly something going on in California, like some sort of natural disaster. I think the Earth is trying to rid itself of California.
How'd you like the 4-wheeler burnout video? That made me laugh.
Dude, that was funny.
That made me laugh. I knew he was going to go over the handlebar. I knew it before it came. I was like, but I thought it'd be more dramatic. I thought it'd be like a good reverse burnout. But yeah,
I kind of wanted to see him fly off of it, but it was still fun.
Now they're popping up in my stream, and they got Donald Trump on dirt bikes and Joe Biden on there. There's a whole slew of those.
Joe, I love it. Learn to swim. That is That is a great song by a great band. That line, and I think Joe knows what I'm talking about there. I hope you do, Joe. I hope that's what you were quoting there. The band Tool. I hope. If not, I'm just being weird, and nobody will know.
Maybe.
California Unicorns. You know what was funny? Is speaking of California, and all their, because they're so progressive and.
You're a tool, Creel. Creel calling you a tool.
All right. Thank you, Joe. No, Creel's.
I know.
I
know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
But you know what was weird, and it didn't even register to me because I had to take my mother for her surgery on Tuesday, right? So I take my mom, and I have to get her there by. We had to be there by 5:30 in the morning. So I woke up early, like I normally would for a fishing trip, but this wasn't a fishing trip. So I wake up early, go to start the truck. Battery in the truck is dead. 3 years old, battery's done. Get my wife's car, go to roll down the windows to get the dew off, roll it up. There's 3 cracks in her driver's side window. Like, son of a bitch. I'll deal with it later. Go get my mom. Drive her down there. My mom's surgery was the easiest thing that happened that day, right? But what was weird, and I didn't even think about it until my mom said the next day after, she came out of surgery, everything went well. She said, "Did you find it weird that nobody asked us anything about COVID?" And I looked at my mom and I said, "Holy shit." I was like, I didn't even think about that. I'm like, nobody asked us anything. They never asked my mother before surgery, had she come into contact with anybody that had COVID? Had she had COVID in the last 48 hours? Can we see your vaccination card if you have one? Nothing. They made us wear masks when we went back into the pre-op room, right? And it was really funny now that my mom had said that, because I'm sitting there and I'm going like this. Under the mask, this paper mask that I have on. I'm like, oh. And I had the nurse and the doctor that were going to perform my mom's surgery are in there with us, and I'm doing this, right? And I'm like, God, I hate these things. And both of them go, "You don't have to wear that." And immediately take it off. Find it a little odd, right? Just throwing that out there. Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's like twice that size since last week. Steve asked what kind of dog I do. I can't. Great Pyrenees. That's it.
Great Pyrenees.
It came to me.
I think you're right, Joe. The funding must have dried up. But yeah, I mean, when my mom brought that up, it really, I really did start thinking about it. I was like, and I didn't think about it while we were there because, I hadn't thought about it in a while, but just odd, because remember when you went into any kind of medical facility, you had to wear a mask. You had to, and we're going for, a pretty major surgery for my mom, and nobody said a damn thing about it. Nothing.
Wow. And for the deer hunters in here, remember the Rob guy? They come from Ohio, and he's the big deer hunter guy.
Mm-hmm.
That I took on the charter. These freaking sheds he brought me.
Oh, wow.
Dude, it's a freaking...
He brought those to you? That's really cool.
That's a damn... Look at the bases. And something for reference, my cell phone. That's Jesus. Bigger. That's an onion, son. Hell, compared to my head.
Well, Chris, we're not going to get into what's going on up where you live. You get tested twice a week at work? That's fricked up, man. But then again, you live in Pennsylvania. We live in a free state down here.
It's free. My neighbors still up there, still have their DeSantis Christmas tree up.
They should leave it up forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Joe, you say it put the antlers on the Nutriide? No, I mean I got me and Batty the open invite to go to Ohio, and this is why I hadn't deer hunted in 6 years, but it's on, son.
I would go.
Just in my head. It's crazy how heavy those are that deer just carry. You know, it's crazy how heavy that is for that deer to lug around. I mean, that's heavy. It'll break your laptop.
You drop
heavy.
Yeah, you're gonna break something.
Made Pearl jump up. That hit the laptop. She leaped up.
Is she just laying down by your feet?
It does, Joe. That does look like. That looks like Off the Hook live. Pearl just messed up my camera.
Oh yeah, she did.
Because Ted's banner's behind him, it looks like he's got horns.
Uh-huh.
That was a good observation, Joe.
Hold on, what did I say? So what is it I wouldn't want to miss you said about me earlier? Nothing.
Somebody asked where he was.
Yeah.
Ted or somebody. He said something about anti and the quote for the day, or it wasn't nothing. It was actually just casual conversation.
Yeah, I think it was Ted that asked anti, where's anti at? I think is what Ted asked.
And
he'll be here.
I myself prefer anti to be here when I talk crap about him. That's kind of the enjoyment of talking crap about him. I'm not going to waste my time doing it when he can't hear it.
So, Chris, you got a kiosk in the lobby that takes temp. Masks on all. Oh, my God. Are you serious?
They just don't want to look at Bogley. I think that's all made up shit that the boss just made up at their plant. Let's tell Bogley we all got to wear. Somebody's going, I don't want to wear this mask. It's either wear it or look at Chris all day. I'll wear it.
Oh, listen, it makes sense. I mean, look at the guy they elected up there.
Who are we to laugh? We laughed about his governor for the longest time until we found out it wasn't the governor.
Senator or whatever it is.
Hey, Pearl. No, it don't, Ted. Ted, that just tells you we've made fun of you before. It doesn't mean he watches you live.
I really wanted to get out fishing this week. I really did, or this weekend. And now it's going to be cold, so I'm screwed. And I got a 3-day weekend. So what am I going to do? Can't go peacock fishing. Half of them are probably going to die off.
It worked out perfect for me, dude, because I got like 4 days between 2-week-long charters, and I'm glad it's cold. Because Lindy, we went fishing one day. She'd want to go 3 on my days off. So.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
That's where we're going, Rob. I think we're going spec fishing Sunday. Saturday or Sunday. Tomorrow's Saturday, so it might be Sunday. It might not be any. I need to. I've still got a bunch of minnows I'm back there babysitting. They're getting big. They're going to be bass
Hiram?
Huh?
You taking Hiram?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, I forgot we got to pick Hiram up Sunday. So, and Lindia does her charting test Monday, the next test Tuesday, the next test Wednesday, and the last test Thursday. So that's all her testing will be done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
So she got a busy week coming up then.
Oh, dude, it's wild what we've been learning. She had to do this one test, send it. Then they first class mailed her chart and all the stuff she has to do for that part. She has to do it online, show it on the camera when she opens it, do the chart, put it back in the envelope and seal it on camera. Once it goes in the mail and, I guess certified that it's mailed, she can get the next test. She has to do it. It's just a big bunch of I guess they have to have somebody there monitoring
Yeah,
her. It's
just
pretty wild. Pretty wild.
I mean, just steps you got to take for it. It's all, do the dance, jump over the
Yeah.
hurdles, jump through the hoops, that sort of thing.
Rob, I change the water back there every day, and I feed them goldfish food. And like I said, they started out crappie minnows. I got some in there about to be bass minnows. They're growing quite nicely.
Now, is
In my
Hiram
opinion-
into is Hiram into spec fishing? Have you ever taken him spec fishing before?
Oh yeah, and we took him peek. He's done it all, but if you remember, Hiram is the
Well, I
guy
know
that
he's done the Peacock.
he's the guy that really loves catching fish. He ain't really big on fishing. So he's going, he laid the rod down. And remember, I told you he's the only client I've ever had in the comments. People talk shit about the way he throws a fish back. Remember, over his shoulder, he really don't like fishing. He just likes to reel in fish. So it's really, it's going to be a tough 3 days. He's one I really like. Coach, stick a rod in Coach's hand, pointing towards water. He's at least going to go at it.
Right.
Hiram, I've got the boat just right on the spot, lining him up just perfect. Say, okay, Hiram, right there, look up. He'll have his rod laying down, looking off at a freaking bird somewhere. I've had to tell Hiram, dude, I can't make him jump in the boat. I've had to tell him. Him sitting up there bitching, he ain't caught one and he ain't picked a rod up in 10 minutes. I'm like,
we ain't using shiners. You can't just sit here and let it just drop.
But it's his dime. If he just wants to sit there and bitch, he paid for that time to sit there and bitch away, son.
Yep.
And I've just sat down on the boat and we literally just kind of sit there and look at each other, just kind of like.
Now, where does he stay when he comes down?
Usually a hotel, but he's doing the coach plan this time. We're picking him up at the airport, putting him up, feeding him. It's a package deal. Which Hiram's the one that introduced us to Coach. Hiram, I know y'all have heard me talk about Philpott. Me and Batty have Philpott hunting. Hiram is Philpott's cousin. Hiram is Philpott's cousin.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Hiram's let me sleep in his cabin up there and all. Hiram's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
Now, wasn't there a video that you did very early on that Coach and Hiram were on the boat together that you chartered?
I got a couple with Coach and Hiram together.
Okay.
And I got them separated.
So.
Yeah, Hiram started coming. He brought Coach. Coach liked the fish a lot more than Hiram, so Coach started coming. Hiram hadn't been here in a while. But now Hiram watched the video where Coach caught the big ones, and now it's got Hiram ready to try to beat Coach. So it's kind of cool. I got this little war. I like them better coming separate because, I'm double dipping now. Before it was the package deal. Now I get double dip.
There's Anti's Florida Fun law or Florida Fun fact for Friday.
Well, I can guarantee I got a life sentence somewhere because I have done that. I have broke that law many, many, many times.
My kids are going to jail.
Joe, who's the Prime Minister of Cambodia? I don't know what I'm missing.
I don't know what I'm missing either. Did I miss something?
I guess Buck will come out. I think Buck's going to come out with a good video probably tomorrow because he texted me. He opened that big old box of goodies Lindy has sent him.
Oh, did he?
Dude, it was a big-ass box. I was on charters. I know a little bit what's in it, but I know she drove around town getting different stuff.
And then I'm finally going to get the mystery tackle box out to Joe next week. Now that everything's kind of calmed down and, in my non-YouTube life, I'm not necessarily calmed down, but like we've got some things squared away. So I'm going to be able to make it to the post office and get that mailed out to Joe. Unless Joe wants to come up here and fish. I don't know. We might work something out. I don't know.
What's up, John?
What's up, JJ?
I hadn't said hello to you. Hello, JJ. You know, both of y'all are invited to come up crappie fishing sometime. So I mean, you can just knock all that out at one time. I did not say pole pot. I said fill pot. And as people call him, that he makes him mad. He's been known to be called pot liquor, and he don't like that one real well at all.
I can imagine. I wouldn't. What did Anti say? My bad. Evening.
Okay, Doc, since we're on the subject, this will kind of fill in good. Okay. Start at the bottom. My head is on Rambo's shoulder. That's the red fishing guide, you know, that died, him and his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Straight above Rambo is Hiram.
Okay.
Beside doing the wipeout sign, that's Batty in the middle.
I can tell that's Batty.
Before all the tattoos and all that. And then that's Philpot on the other side, the Barney Fife looking one.
Okay.
But we're actually sitting on the porch of Hiram's cabin, which is on like a 300-acre farm, dude, in the mountains of Virginia. We're sitting right on the edge of a badass little pond. I mean, that's a sweet little place right there.
What did Joe say? I need a new place to fish. We should figure that out, Doc. Yeah, we were supposed to on New Year's, but that definitely was not going to happen for me. Everything I had going on.
And was it not Arctic New Year's Day too? Wasn't that one of them Arctic ass days?
Was it? No, I thought that was Christmas. Seriously, don't even ask me about that whole holiday. It all blended together.
I think we went crappie fishing, me and Lindy actually.
No, I think New Year's Day was no, because Ted and his family came by here New Year's Eve, and I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and we were in the garage, so I don't think New Year's Day was really cold.
That's right. Didn't I take Ted fishing sometime around New Year's?
Yeah. What's up, Anyfin?
Ted sent me a text, asked me if I was okay. Yes, I'm okay, Ted. I'm just pissed off at the world. YouTube's made me mad. Well, some people on YouTube have aggravated me lately. It's cold. I get grumpy when it's cold. And I'm a little ill because I make stupid ass. Wait a minute, let me do this. I make stupid ass shorts sitting in the truck using the YouTube suggested music, and they get like freaking 2K views at least. I make that one with that killer footage I got. You know, the new video, the slow motion of that bass. I mean, dude, that's TV footage. I made a short with that. Did it with Da Vinci, used, non-copyrighted music, made it a decent little short. Some bitch got like 34 views.
Yep.
I don't get it, man. But if I'd have damn put, whatever, what's the song with the fat guy shaking his belly? I done forgot my song now. You know, that thing would have got 3K views.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, of course. I don't, I still have not been able to kind of figure out the YouTube Shorts thing, like rhyme, reason, whatever, when it comes to that. But I did hear, for you guys that are monetized, if it hasn't happened yet, you're going to get something in your monetization. Yeah. You're going to get like an alert that you have to accept the new terms.
You got to do a bunch of clickies. I did it. Yeah, a bunch of different clickies telling y'all the. So I made a couple shorts, and Joe, you talking about the copyright claim? Since I got that thing, I made one and used their music, and it's like copyright claim. So I made one, and it's, it still has the monetization marked off, like it ain't on. If you look at it and like in a studio, it says unable for monetization, not able for monetization. I don't know. I don't care. Joe, we know you. Look, Joe can't get it. We know you like short strippers, Joe.
We were talking about that earlier in the chat. Not this chat, our little text chat. They were saying that with the YouTube Shorts, they're not going to allow you to monetize if you repurpose somebody's content. It, like now, since they're doing the like starting February 3rd, I think it was what it is, when they monetize the YouTube Shorts, they're not going to allow you to like sample other people's content. So like a lot of those people that like do like the reactions to like the TikToks, or if you're like
Yeah.
reposting a TikTok or reposting an Instagram
What's up,
like
Buck?
reel,
Yeah.
they're not going to allow you. What's up, Buck? And what's up after 5? They're not going to allow you to monetize those.
What's up, Cody? Man, you talking about the people that look at other videos and just react to them? I get one of this old mechanic guy, and he's always making fun of like these new tools. You know, they'll show it in the background, like, oh, you're trying to use an impact driver to take an Allen head out. He's going to break it off. Yep, there, he broke it off. I mean, he's just always, it's funny.
No, I like watching those, but they're according to what I've read, what I've seen, excuse me. Apparently they're not going to allow you to monetize those on the shorts monetization anymore, because it's going to fall under the regulation of the YouTube, long form content stuff, where it has to be your own original content.
See, Ted, look what Ted wrote. Oh, the triangle chat. See, he's aware of the triangle chat.
Ah.
Like when we went fishing, I'd say something about, text. I'd say, oh, yeah, that's in the triangle comment in the chat.
Do I, Buck? I don't know. We were talking about it earlier. Nobody asked if we had the Rona when I brought my mom for her surgery. So nobody asked. So it doesn't matter. Even if I do, it doesn't matter.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't matter anymore.
That's funny.
It's not a thing anymore.
I don't know if that was
At
a typo after 5, but that's funny. Biggly. What's up, Biggly?
Oh,
Biggly, boo.
Now you've given John fuel to the fire.
Biggly. I need me a damn pet manatee named Biggly.
We're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to do that down
more
here.
Like, what's the big bear on Jungle Book? Why is Biggly so close to it? I'm like, Biggly is really close, is it not? It's not Bowgly, or is it Bowgly?
Is it Baloo? Is it Baloo?
Baloo. No. That's Catmandu. I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know. I just picture Bowgly as the big blue bear on Jungle Book. It's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Oh, what the hell is that bear's? Speaking of wild animals, and Chris, did you see the jaguar that got loose in Dallas? In Dallas, Texas? Did you see that? It was on the news.
You mean a Jacksonville jaguar or a cat?
No, and it's funny apropos that oh wait, no, Dallas is playing Tampa. Never mind. No, like I guess like some sort of jaguar, but like it was really funny when I was watching the news story. They were saying that like this jaguar got out of the Dallas Zoo, but it's okay because it's not a big one and it's not a threat to people. It'll only eat squirrels and birds. This is literally what they said on the news. They actually ended up catching it when I was watching like the 7:00 newscast. They caught it.
Don't they have like smaller jaguars, like a bobcatty size one or something?
Yeah, well, I guess this one was like one of those, but like also younger. So,
what's up, Matt?
What's up, Matt?
I had 6 hen turkeys out in my pig corn this morning. That was pretty cool. That's the first time they've rolled in a while.
No pigs?
I don't know. I just happened to see the turkeys.
What'd Ted say? Ted said, you guys are going to watch JJ Drones and my video podcast coming soon, especially if you're not monetized. We're putting out some good information on it, and you're not going to want to miss it. All right, so everybody make sure you go check that out.
I ain't going because they told me I had to do it. I know he wrote it wrong, but Reedy goes, you guys are going to watch. Oh, you don't because you told me to. I know he meant you knew you're going to want to watch. He left out wanna, but I'm going to hold that one to him. No.
Well, now you can hold it to him because I put it up on the live and it was on screen, so you can always go back to it at any specific time that you feel like it.
There you go. And I'm very anti-podcast at the moment.
I mean, technically, that's what we're doing here. It is kind of like a podcast, but we're live, and there is a shift to doing the podcast now where they also have the video component to it. So I'm just going to say we're innovators when it comes to it. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going with.
All right, Bogley, I'll ask that question. How much is it going to cost to watch it, Ted? Ted's on the money drive. I know I'm going to have to pay $5 a month to watch it.
Who's dinging? Jesus.
It's
Jesus
the damn
Christmas.
triangle chat, Doc.
No, I know, but like I keep hearing dings. Like there's dings going off all over the place. It's throwing me off. You guys are great multitaskers, by the way, I gotta say.
You wrote it wrong. You're plowing. But yeah, Ted, what's it going to cost to watch your podcast?
See, and that's why we don't live up north, because Ted, I was just talking about multitasking. Ted is a master at multitasking. He's watching the live, he's plowing, and he's commenting.
On the podcast. You know, pretty soon Ted's going to be like the damn dating site people. He's going to show up in a live, and it's going to be like XXX Jordan Bottle, dating site. We'll have to troll him out. Nah, get rid of the troll. Get rid of the troll.
I am onto something. I am. And nobody can take it because it's on camera now on my live.
Come here, Pro. Pro. Bro, come here.
You gonna get her up in the chair?
I'm gonna see if you will. Come here, Pro. Come on, Pro. Come on, Pro. Oh,
Kona won't come out in the garage for an extended amount of time. I don't know. He seems a little wary about coming out here. There she is. Oh, and now she froze the feed. There. Oh no, now we're good.
Pearl. She's smelling them horns. She's more into the horns.
Dude, that'd be funny if she took one and just ran around with it.
Shit, I think it's heavy, dude. Her old teeth probably couldn't carry it. Kids gonna
Dude, I bought Kona a femur bone about yay long. Dude, that dog carries it around everywhere he goes. And I'll tell you right now, you drop that he drops that femur bone off the couch onto your foot.
Probably wrong.
It hurts like a son of a bitch, dude.
You know, the drinking bone's connected to the party bone.
That's true.
And the party bone's connected to the staying out all night long. Trying to think of the next verse. The drinking bone connected to the party bone. The party bone connected to the staying out all night long.
Everybody enjoying?
I can't remember it.
Oh, you know what? I do want to thank Charlie Carter. Here, hold on. Let me move my finger so everybody can get his phone number if they need it.
No, it was Doug Femur, the guy, the cop in the O.J. Simpson trial. Remember what did Doug Femur?
No, Mark Furman. Oh no, the judge Furman. Was the judge.
Somebody was Furman.
Furman
that's who I was thinking was Mark Femur.
It was Mark Furman was the cop. But yeah, Charlie sent me some decals, sent me a really nice note. And I want to thank Charlie. And John, he actually sent me one other one to send to you. So I'll get that to you.
What was the weird kid's name that lived in the room out behind there?
Kato Kalin.
Cato Kalin. I could not think of what it was. Cato Kalin.
That was just the oddest situation. Like, it makes you wonder what the hell goes on. Again, I think this is why the Earth is trying to destroy California. Because that's where all that stuff happened. Like, would anybody miss California? I mean, honestly, would you guys miss it if it was gone? Would you miss it?
What's the problem, Doc? Snoop's going to be disappointed. You seem to be lacking in the California love.
He'll be fine.
Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. As I step on the scene, I'm hearing Hoochie screaming.
But seriously, if it was gone, would you miss it? Arizona Bay.
I don't even know anything about it, actually. I don't know a lot about California. I don't know, Gary Brown.
I went out there for the first time last year. The first time I had ever seen California gone out there. And I can tell you right now, picture from where I was in California, it was like here, like where I live, but with mountains and a bunch of like liberal, woke, ridiculous things going on. So just come here. Come here.
I take it all back. I take back my hate for California. Gary Brown's boy lives out there.
He can move. Would you miss it if it was gone? I wouldn't. Yes.
Pelosi's already gone. I think that's kind of funny. That woman, they went and whooped the old man's butt, and she said, "I'm out. I quit. I'm out. I'm out."
I don't know, man. It is. I will say this: it is very, very, very pretty out there. Like, I mean, like the scenery is great, but I don't know, man. Like the people, it's just not my vibe. Sorry, just not.
Buck,
Just
Doc almost named his channel Coastal Fever 90210.
Oh, I should have. Damn it! What a missed opportunity. But then again, a lot of the kids that watch YouTube would have no idea what that is.
Joe didn't know who Roland Martin was.
Yes, he did.
Wait a minute. Never been, but my only reason to go would be to drive out convertible vet down Route 66. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If you have a convertible vet, John, come down to Florida. Let's go for a ride. Let me drive. We'll take it down Donkeyland Road, about 40.
Yeah. And then you'll spend the next month and a half trying to clean it out.
Oh, Joe knew the name. We couldn't have picked him out of a lineup. There you go, Buck. Do a Coastal Fever 90210. You know, you can have all the characters. Y'all can go hang down instead of the Peach Pit. We can call it the damn Boy Biscuit or something. I don't know.
Dude, we got to make that. Oh my God, we got to do that, John. We got to like get characters. We should do that. That'd be fun.
See, I got to do.
Nobody will get it, but like everybody here. But like, I don't care. It's still be fun.
I got to do the JV spoof video ever since he, spoofed me and Lindy on the Christmas video. So I got to come up with a JV. I'm gonna do one of his fireside ghost story videos, and I think I'm gonna catch myself on fire. Lindy don't want me to, but I think I'm gonna go for it. Get my boots and all, be telling a ghost story. I was like, I'd have to do the run around. I'm gonna have her ride out of camera with the hose.
I like Joe's name for the restaurant, the Crawfish Crack. I don't know. Like, hey, I think if you did a JV spoof thing, we got to work the Bible studies in there somewhere.
What do you mean, Robbie had it all covered up? Oh, on the dirt road? Yeah, I saw that. Covered up a mud boat to go down the dirt road. It's new.
I'm not going to put that up, Buck. Actually, what the hell? Who cares? I'll put it up.
I forgot about the cream hole. I mean, I didn't forget about it. I just forgot we talked about it. The only thing I'll tell you about Buck's box is he said he ate one bag of the candy as soon as he made the video. Later, Buck.
All right, Buck. So, hey, get this. Apparently, the day I was out, I took off work to take, my mom to her surgery. Apparently, there was a code red at my school. So as I'm driving home after my mom's out of surgery, I get her in her room. She's all settled. She's, just resting. And I head home to deal with the whole battery and window situation. As I'm driving home, I get a text from my co-teacher, and she's like, "Oh my God, we're under a code red." I'm freaking out because we have this system where when the school goes under a code red, it like locks down the computers. Like literally, if you're on your computer, it comes across code red, 911, lockdown. And then these like red lights, this red strobe light like flashes in your classroom. And then this thing comes over the intercom and says, "Code red. We are under a code red. Lock your doors." Does all this stuff, right? And the way that it's activated is by these cards that they gave us that have it's basically like life alert for teachers.
Right.
Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. It's life alert. You push the button and then it activates it. So you got to push the button 8 consecutive times in order to activate a code red. So, like, if something's going on, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You just like keep pushing this thing. Well, apparently, somebody activated their badge 8 times. I guess it was an accident or whatever. It was a false code red.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Just I don't know. I was anyway, I'm not gonna get into it. Never mind. I'll stop because then I'll get in trouble. I'm
gonna show a video. Ted just sent me what he's doing right now.
Is he gonna run that car over?
No, he's just scraping snow.
I thought he was gonna run the car over.
No, I'd do that. He wouldn't. Yeah, he's just up there in the snow. Fuck all that. Frick all that.
Nope. Frick all that. Hey, what's up, Earl?
What's up, Earl?
Yeah, I'm not. It's going to be too cold for me here by the time we're done with this live.
And we are closing in on 1,500. So we're going to do a 1,500 giveaway before too awful long. We're only like
I need to actually record my 700 subscriber giveaway and do that. Because I'm at 730, I think, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I got to do a 700 subscriber giveaway and eventually try and work my way back up to actually, being on YouTube and doing videos. So that's got to be a thing that's going to happen.
Yeah, we're like 37 away.
Nice. And how far are you away from your goal?
About 180, something like 150, 160.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
I'm closing the gap, son.
That's not bad at all.
I will. You'll know when I make it. It'll be in the group
Oh
chat.
no, I know I'll know, but that dude, that's not bad at all. I
No,
like
dude,
it.
I'm
I
rolling it
like
in.
it. And we've got what? It's only Yeah, you'll get it.
I got it now. Oh, it's coming, son. It's coming.
You got it. You got it. Because we still got at least a solid another 2 months of crappie season.
Yep. And I haven't made a crappy video lately, so
I
I'm gonna get
know.
back on those.
Yeah. Nah, you got it.
Then I'll pick another mission. That's just my eye on the prize now.
Just send me the price. Skip the theatrics. Yeah, Joe always wins my giveaways, which is really weird. Earl
I
just
know
hit
you did,
3,100
Joe.
tonight. Congrats, Earl. That's awesome.
Get it, Earl. Hit 3,100. I know it's like a little troll back there walking around, little munchkin. No, we're talking about Pearl.
Till she goes back and watches.
She don't.
Hey, Doc.
What's up, Jay?
What's he been saying about me?
Nothing. What you got
Nothing
there?
until you walked in.
Oh,
I'll go back and watch.
I got decals in the mail.
Nice. What's up, Yee Yee?
Yay, yay. Oh, I got
Yeah,
my.
Joe's really good at winning giveaways. I don't know how he does that. I don't
I got
like.
my
I hope nobody.
hog
that?
leg catfishing. That's the guys.
Oh,
Remember the
cool.
lives I do in the morning?
Yeah.
The guy that looks like Uncle Buck.
That's cool.
Uh-huh.
He's the guy that looks like Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
Like
Uncle-
seriously, guys. I hope you don't take it the wrong way that I don't enter your giveaways. I don't enter giveaways because I already know the outcome. So I'll just comment on your giveaway videos like congratulations, and
That's the mail.
I know I'm not gonna win them. I don't win anything. Oh, but I hope my wife tonight,
It's a
she went and
Mega
bought
Millions.
the Mega Millions because I can't touch them. If I touch them, guaranteed loser. But my wife bought some Mega Millions. So seriously, I'll do a 700 subscriber giveaway video after tomorrow at some point next week. Unless we win that. If we win that, you sons of bitches will never see me again. Ever.
We
Ever. And don't ask me for anything. What would you do with 1.35 billion? Well, you're only going to take home about like 700 million. What would you do with that? What would you do with that, Lindia?
Well, I'd pay off all my bills, pay off all my mama's bills, pay off all my sister's bills. Then I would put his mom in a home where she could be taken care of properly. Then we would probably buy an RV and just travel and go everywhere we can. So, I mean, small enough that we can still pull the boat and just go and do. I wanted to go and do my whole life. I love
Right.
to go. I love to eat out. You know, so that's probably it. Just invest a lot of it.
I think I might buy the Miami Dolphins. I would buy if it was enough. I don't know how much the Miami Dolphins are worth. It's probably in the billions, so I probably couldn't. But if it was, I would buy the Miami Dolphins and then I would abolish the organization. Yep. That's what I would do.
You dislike them that much?
Yes. I do.
Okay.
That's what I would do. No, seriously, like if I won that kind of money, I don't know. I would help out friends because like you figure you got that much money, Like I'd make sure my mom is taken care of forever, my brother taken care of forever. Um, and you need friends, right? I mean, like when you got that kind of money and you got that kind of time, you've got to make sure that you got friends to spend some time with. So I'd make sure like our friends are taken care of so we could go and screw off for as much as we wanted to, like go fishing, go to Bora Bora. I don't even know what that is. It just sounds awesome. So
Uh-huh.
where's Bora Bora? I don't know. That'd be fun. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'd make sure I had enough money to cover all of my friends so we could go like and fish and do whatever we wanted to. At least for a year. At least for a year until I was tired of everybody, and then I'd figure out something else to do with my money. Um, would I invest in real estate? Probably not. I'd invest in FTX. I hear that's a great stock to
I
buy
would
at this
find
point.
something. Yeah, I would
Um,
find something to invest in as well. Yeah.
yeah, FTX.
Yeah.
FTX
Yeah.
is yeah. I hear that's doing amazing things. I mean, my God,
Mhm.
they that guy's totally believable.
Yeah.
Um,
I came in, didn't say hello to everybody else.
you just want an XL shirt, Doc? I think I can work that out. But seriously, that's a lot of money. Like you would
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of
seriously,
money.
you would have to you'd have to go off the grid. You really would. You really would if you
Yeah.
won that kind of money. You'd have to go off the grid. There's no way you could come right out like right after. And here in Florida, we can't stay anonymous. You have to give your name. In Florida, you can't stay anonymous. Yeah.
After 60 days. Yeah. After 60 days. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they suggest to get a CPR. Is that right? No.
CPR.
A certified public accountant.
If you win the
CPA.
Mega Million, I'm gonna need CPR.
And then you get you an attorney, and you can be anonymous for up to 60 days. That way, your attorney and your CPA can handle all your business and all your affairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like
If
that
we
idea,
win the
Joe.
lottery,
I'd buy the Donkeyland boat. Buy the D-Land boat launch and make it a private members only thing.
if we win the lottery, I'm dedicating my life to helping less fortunate.
Who, me?
I'm just wondering, did that sound good? Oh,
Actually, you know what?
well, Joe, I suggest building a fence because I'm freaking coming.
Private members.
I'm sure he'd give you. I'm sure he'd give you. I'm sure he'd give you a pass.
Shit, I wouldn't
I mean,
if I
you
bought.
put him there. I think he'd give you a pass.
If I would win it and buy the old saying, "Let's build a wall," would come back.
Yeah.
I'd raise the dike up.
Do you realize the money that Trump wanted for the wall? Okay, the money he wanted for the wall that all these Democrats were just fighting him on and bitching and moaning about is literally like millions of dollars less than what they just gave to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's this I heard about? They found some kind of damn confidential papers at Joe's office.
Yeah, double standard much?
Nah. Then he said he turned himself in, though. That makes the difference.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I don't just.
That's right, Ted.
That's why I
That's too
can't
much
watch the
money.
news anymore, dude.
Ted, you win a shitload of money. You better not be asking me to run crap. You better just be giving me some money. I ain't running nothing. Ain't doing nothing but running my part. Ain't doing nothing running my part around the boat. I don't want a
if I
job.
want that
I
kind
want
of money,
some
I ain't
money.
running nothing.
Ted, I don't want a job. I want money.
John don't want to work.
Hell no.
Don't y'all know him by now?
Oh yeah. I saw that, Rob. My mom was telling me about that, about like gas stoves causing asthma.
Especially if you put Tupperware in them. What's up,
What up,
Glenn?
Braze? Yeah,
That's right.
dude.
Anything, just yeah, I'd sit around and no, I'd drive around in my boat like Rodney Dangerfield running over all the charter boats. Get out of the way! I'm coming through. I
I
know,
just think
Earl. I'm
I
always
just think it'd
running
be
my
fun.
mouth.
I just think it'd be fun if I won that kind of money. I mean, just like give something to my friends so they don't have to work for at least a year and they can figure out what they want to do with it. But when I call you and say, "Hey, we're going fishing. We're going to do this. Let's go." You better drop everything you're doing. Let's go fishing.
Evening, Anti.
I mean, if we win, that's one of the times I'll be glad I ain't got no friends.
More a bear ain't that in Texas.
Oh,
More
John,
or
John,
more, ain't that good?
John, hold on. You win. You'll be surprised on how many friends you got.
You watch, Doc.
That
Watch how many
No,
of
no,
them fall out like
I'm
flies.
saying. Oh yeah, no. I'm the same way, but like I'm saying, you'll be surprised on how many friends you got if it came out that you won
Well, I
that.
know.
Oh yeah, you'd have a lot of friends.
It's like my pop one time, back with one of the first big Powerballs before he died. He was talking all this. We're talking about giving my sorry ass cousins like $25,000 a piece. I was like, why would you give them sorry ass people money? He says, because when I handed it to them, I'd say, if you take this, don't you ever ask me for, he said, it'd be better to pay them off right off the start and be done with them.
True. That is a good way of looking at it. If it costs me $25,000, $50,000 to never see you, hear you, or nothing like that again, bye.
What kind of bowl, Matt?
Who,
Krill
who got a bowl?
got a bowl that was signed by the reef robber in the mail today.
Well, I bet Yee's got several bowls laying around, Matt, if you needed one that bad.
A bowl?
I've seen a couple of them. I don't even see the comments. So.
It's way up there. I saw it earlier.
Yee.
Who would stay in the group? See, I'm so far behind. He'd
You see
stay in the group.
You see that nice fish Yee got?
That was a nice
start off
fish.
the year.
And he
That's
caught it
great
on a
fish.
Bruiser bait.
Yes, he did.
That's right, Ted.
And
Doc,
did you
should have
see?
seen. Go ahead.
Did you see the Michael's video on the prototype, the Rampage?
Yeah.
That's a good looking little lure there. Does it not look a lot like a freaking Big Easy?
It does. It does. And you know what? I'm excited about that because
I like the joint in the middle. That's what I liked about
Yep.
a Big Easy. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the Big Easy before we got with Bruiser. That's I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
See that Reef Robert said he kept telling me he wanted the bowl that I cut my hair with.
Ted said if he wanted, he would get rid of the triangle. You will never get rid of the triangle. Ever.
So how did y'all like the little intro of my new video where the triangle made the little YouTube emblem? I thought that was kind of clever.
I thought so too.
Yes, sir.
I liked it.
Wait a minute, Box said, I knew the warden and we were illegal. I could have gotten a guy from tampering litter, but it goes it didn't steal the trap. Oh, okay, they're talking about trapping.
Oh.
I saw something on Facebook and it was talking about making these headdresses and making all these arts and crafts with feathers. But I also watched like Northwood's Law, and they were talking about it's illegal to get feathers. If you find a feather like an eagle feather or some kind of a big bird feather, you have to turn it in to the law enforcement because it goes to the Indians.
Yeah, you're supposed to on like eagles and all, but most of them headdresses and crap people make is out of chicken feathers, turkey feathers. Yeah, you're not supposed to possess any part of an eagle.
Well, how do you know it's an eagle? I mean, if it's a black feather, how do you know it didn't come from a buzzard?
The smell.
If you play the national anthem.
I have no idea. It sounded legit though, didn't it? It sounded legit. I sold that.
Like
didn't
I said, it's one of them laws where they won't bust you if you pick the eagle feather up and you got it. But I mean, if they go by your house and your rear view mirror or your car and you got like 4 eagle claws hanging from your rear view mirror, somebody's going to be like, hey. So it's because if you tell somebody they can have eagle feathers, next thing you know, you're going to see bald ass eagles everywhere. And I literally mean bald ass eagles.
Pearl don't eat it.
Pearl don't. She's
True.
not.
She just swallowed the bite.
Quit eating your toy.
And she just ate it.
She just ate a toy. I mean, ate it.
My dog ate my flip flops. You know the ones that I always used to wear on the boat? Those are gone. He ate those.
No. Oh no.
Oh, funny story.
Yeah,
with that.
that's why we had to get a crate because the dog is so good. He's so good when we're home. He never chews anything. He doesn't chew anything up. I leave for a couple hours to go watch football. Destroyed like 4 pairs of shoes and those flip flops gone.
Yeah, Joe, she gonna squeak. He froze and he had that funny face.
Oh, okay.
Funny story about flip flops. I got the 2 charter guys first of the week in the boat. Rob's sitting on his butt in the bow. John's beside me, and I gas it. And we're getting up on a plane to go somewhere else. Something flies and go by. So I look over at John. He's like, "What was that?" I said, "It looked like a lily pad or something." So I'm kind of still giving it gas. Look up at Rob, and Rob looks around and goes, "Ain't nothing of mine. Wasn't nothing." And I start to keep rolling, and I went, "No, that was something." And I loop around. As I'm looping, he's looking. He goes, "I can see it floating. There's 2 things." We get over there, and it's freaking Rob's flip flops. He didn't even notice they were gone. If I'd have just kept on rolling, he'd be like, "Oh."
Hey, Buck, how are you? I like your guns too.
I think Joe's talking about you, Lindy, about squeaking when you fart.
I can't help it.
What's up, Randy?
That's funny. That's funny stuff.
So where were they at, John, on the boat when they flew out? Like he just had them on the deck, like on the front?
Up on the deck. Yeah, up on the front deck somewhere. I don't know. Must have been right in front of my console because I just saw him kind of go around the corner around me. What's up, Al?
Hey,
Al. See, that's something we got to do. When I get the Hiram charter done, I'm going to catch a big old girl on the owl lure. I think yesterday I could have made it happen, and I wished I'd have had it in the boat.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. You missed an opportunity there. Yeah, you could have. Because, I wasn't there, but watching that video, they were like you said, they were angry. I think you could have.
And even with the charter guys, if you'll notice when we're holding fish up, I mean, they're just angry. They're just angry.
I think you could have.
Oh, but
it's gonna be tough though. Now that we've got this cold snap coming through, they're gonna have to kind of turn back on. Well, midweek. I think midweek you'll be good.
Oh yeah, like I said, about the time Hiram's gone and it gets back to normal.
Yeah.
See, these next couple of days. Okay, right now at Donkeyland, the males are out on the beds. We've seen a bunch of beds. The females are in and out trying to bed. I mean, it's the middle of the spawn at Donkeyland.
Yeah. So
this cold weather, we've had them from the charter and then the other day in the same spots. This cold is going to kind of put them on hold, just a little for a few days. Then they'll pick right back up. Like I said, about Friday or so.
I mean, the process has already started. There's beds everywhere. The process.
I don't know. Hold on a second.
Well, Al, that's kind of the plan. I'm going to chunk it out there above that grass, and I'm just going to kind of flick it along like a topwater. Just let it. I mean, something's going to come get it. Something's going to get it.
I don't think you're going to have to wait till Friday.
Well, I can't fish till Friday, and I ain't letting Hiram throw the damn thing.
Yeah.
Not true. But no, I mean, it's supposed to be back up into the 80s. It's supposed to be back up into the steady 80s by Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Hey, Lord Andrew.
Plus, Hiram says he's bringing the secret weapon. And he said that the other year, and it was one of those electric lures.
That's so funny.
You know,
Oh,
it
I
made you put it
remember
in.
that.
Yeah. So who knows what this one's going to be? What's up, Lord Andrew?
What's up, Aiden?
Ted, why you got hypertension?
Because he's hyper?
I hope so, Joe.
But I don't know, Doc. Just to bring it back, I looked down at the decal from Hogleg. That dude does something that I think you should do.
What's that?
Every time I join his live, they start at like 2 a.m, so I never hit it till like, anywhere from 4:30 to 5:30.
I can't do 2
No,
in the
that's
morning.
not what I'm leading up to. But the minute I join the live and say good morning, folks, and he sees it, he starts playing the Small Water Charters theme song.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, come on, Doc.
I don't have it. You never gave it to me. I don't have it. Can't do it.
Oh, okay. Well, F you very much then.
I'm just saying.
It's an electric lure. Cattle prods. Well, that's for night time, Mark.
But wait, that would make no sense if I did it because you're always in my lives.
Okay, you can keep bringing up these little trivial things, and you still ain't doing it. So
There's just too many hurdles at this point.
there's no gray area. You're either going to play it or you're not. And you said you're not. So there we are.
Well, I
The line's been
can't.
drawn. The line's been
But I
drawn.
can't.
Doc. The line has been drawn.
I cannot.
Ask Ted. Once you go on that list, it's a damn pain in the ass to get off that list.
You never gave me the song to play. I have no recording.
What about that video I showed where I shared it in our chat with Christopher Walker? Wasn't it the family? Where the
family reunion? Christopher. That was a great one. I remember watching that one. Actually, that was one of the last times I think I actually watched Saturday Night Live because I haven't watched it in years. Does anybody watch that? Is it even still a show?
Oh yeah, but I only watched the highlights on YouTube. I never watched the whole thing.
No, I can't tell you the last time. I remember watching that Christopher Walken one, like actually watching it while it was on. But I mean, I haven't.
Remember back in the day,
I actually watched it.
Yeah, it's a whole new cast.
Yeah, remember back in the day, you always knew who the cast members were on Saturday Night Live, and I couldn't tell you any of them now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no, there's no way. I mean, they could walk into the garage right now, sit in my face, and wiggle. I wouldn't know who the hell they were.
My favorite Saturday Night Live though is the two women that do the public radio, and they got the sweaty guy with his Christmas.
Oh, and it was always Alec
balls.
Baldwin. It was always Alec Baldwin. The guy that murdered someone.
Yeah, his sweaty balls. That's just a great one. We had that conversation, I guess, on or was it in the live about the yellow tape around the swamp guy's gun? Was that in here? Might have been with the charter guys. They got talking about swamp people, right? The show Swamp People.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Okay. Anyway, go on. Remember Shelby Stanga? The crazy one in it. He's always shooting his 44 Magnum he's got in his pants.
Right.
If you'll watch it, dude, that gun always has yellow tape around the barrel. Around the back of the barrel, it has a yellow stripe around it. So many episodes I've watched him whip it out. So I thought, we were talking about it, I think it's, marking it to be the one with empties in it, or blanks, right? And we got laughing about it. I said, yeah, that usually works unless you're one of the Baldwin brothers. And them two charter guys like cracked up, yeah, that won't help your shit then. That's right, Ted. Nobody can resist my sweaty balls.
But that was a long time ago when that was on. I mean, that was years ago.
Oh yeah, it's still one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That was That was what's her name, Molly Shannon, and I can't remember the other broad's name.
Real, they play it so bland. The character, they play great public radio. There's a couple of them. They do some other ones, but the Sweaty Balls one's my favorite. Okay, did the same type thing not happen to Bruce Lee? Wasn't that him that, like, the dummy bullet got stuck in the barrel, or then the blank pushed it on out, or something?
Yeah. And the same thing happened to his son on the set of the movie The Crow.
Right. Yes, Ted. The people getting abducted by aliens, the three people, those are classic too. The one chick always has it rougher than the rest of them.
That's funny.
But seriously, have you seen a good Saturday Night Live skit that has like that would kind of withstand the test of time any like recently? No.
I haven't watched any all the way through.
I do know somebody who's a cast member still. The Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order?
Oh my God, that kid's still on there?
The big guy, he's still on there, isn't he?
He's still on there?
It's not Keenan Wayans, it's Keenan something.
Keenan something.
It ain't Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Keenan something.
Nobody does it like Sarah Lee. Okay, yeah, Brandon Lee had the bullet and Bruce had a heart attack. I knew somebody took it with the half a bullet deal.
No, I thought Bruce Lee got hit with something. Maybe
he got hit by freaking Chuck Norris is what he got hit by. Went home and had a damn bumped his head. No, wait a minute, that was Indian Larry bumped his head and went home, went to bed and died.
Don't shoot at it.
Who was that?
Indian Larry.
Who's that?
Pretty famous motorcycle builder. He was always on the chopper shows, but I knew him before then. Didn't personally know him, but knew of him before then. But he did it in Charlotte. He was famous for standing up on the seat of his Harley and doing the Iron Cross while it's hauling ass.
Okay.
Well, he fell off and cracked that noggin. Always helmetless. Bumped his head and was fine at the show. Said he had a headache. Went back to the hotel room. Went to sleep. Never got up.
Oh, that's awful. Kenan Thompson is the kid's name. Buck got it.
Oh.
Kenan Thompson.
Smooth Criminal.
You see Elvis's daughter.
Yeah, Lisa Marie. No, I thought it was Priscilla.
No, it was Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie, okay.
Priscilla was the mom.
Awards or something like that.
What'd you say, Doc?
Priscilla Presley was the mother, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's been dead, hadn't she?
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, Lindy said she's still alive.
Yes. Priscilla
is she? I thought she was dead.
No, she was with her daughter when they rushed her to the emergency room.
Really?
Yeah. They had both attended the Golden Globe Awards, and Lisa wasn't feeling good and went home. And her mom went with her, and she wasn't feeling well. And that's when that happened, and they called the ambulance and then rushed her to the hospital.
She was all shook up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. James hasn't said anything until now, until we bring up Elvis. That's terrible. I mean, she was what? She was only 54 years old.
Yeah, but wasn't she married to freaking Michael Jackson?
That was the biggest publicity stunt ever.
She was married Michael Jackson for a while.
Yeah, she married Michael Jackson, and they had the most awkward kiss in the history of awkward kisses on national television at like the MTV Movie Awards or something, and it just made me throw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
And notice James, he don't even call her Priscilla. That's Scylla. Scylla's son.
Hello, James.
I know, I saw the sweaty balls, Ted sent me a picture of his sweaty balls.
Awesome. Enjoy that later. I won't. I don't want to. I don't want to.
It's actually the YouTube sweaty ball skit thing.
Yeah, did you get it? Did you get it? Yes, I got it.
You know, it was funny. Like one of my students today, she said to me, she goes, "Didn't his daughter die like he died?" And I was like,
heart attack.
What, on the toilet? Because didn't Elvis die in the toilet?
Yeah.
With a
Yeah.
heart attack. He was 42, and I think she's 54 or something like that.
And that's what she was asking, and I was like, I have no idea. Like, I just know she had a heart attack and she was rushed to the hospital. So probably
Okay, a lot of people die on the crapper. They say, you know, in their straining and have a stroke and stroke out on the crapper.
Yeah.
Son.
I have a friend of mine that's an EMT, and he said you would be surprised on how many people die on the shitter.
A king on the throne. That's right, Buck.
Yep.
Hell, Al said he's on the toilet now.
Careful, Al. Be careful.
Now, Al's probably in an outhouse, though. That old crazy dude, barefooted.
Aren't we all, Al?
Speaking of undead cowboy mummies, it's worse than being with a zombie. Whoa, Buck. Back off, Buck.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's not something I'm going to put up, and I'm just going to tell you might want to go get that checked out.
You know what you call a black girl with braces, don't you? Don't be punching me under the table. Do you remember what that's called? Do you remember what that's called, Doc? That's like an elementary school joke.
Yes, don't say it.
Ain't my life. Got him a crack strap.
You're terrible.
I didn't say anything.
But I'm just saying. And you want me to play your song.
I'm planning on building a bidet with my old pressure washer.
James will do it for you.
James did it. Black & Decker Pecker Wrecker. There you go. I didn't have to say it.
Pearl.
I hate all of you. Oh, God.
We want to get back up to Joe. He said that something won't help you, Buck. I don't know what the little things are.
No, he meant to say, what do you mean, the little things? The little asterisks?
Yeah. What words he filling that in for?
He's correcting himself. When he puts the asterisks, he's correcting what he said in the previous comment.
So it's some kind of ass trick. That's right, James. Oh no, James. I was gonna say it.
James, I don't know. You and John might go head to head on that competition right there.
Look at his next
okay.
comment.
All right, there he goes. There's the next comment. All right, we got it. Okay.
I've been a juvenile delinquent since I was a delinquent. It was a movie quote from the Cowboy Mummy movie. I don't know the Cowboy Mummy movie.
What is the Cowboy Mummy movie? Tombstone was on last night, which I stayed up and watched till 11 o'clock.
Now, a couple of them look like mummies in that, so that could be it.
See, I will watch Tombstone every time it comes on, and I'm like, I'll watch it all the way to the end. And I've seen it a million times, and I'll still watch it all the way to the end.
That's one movie I don't think I've seen.
Mine used to be The Dirty Dozen.
Oh, that's a great movie too. That's a good one.
You don't see it much anymore, but up to like 10 years ago.
It's not on a lot.
Up to like 10 years ago, it was on you could find it somewhere on any channel, and it'll stop me in the tracks. And I'm enough. I can look at Lindy anytime and go, oh, guess what's on? But now she'd probably say Step Brothers first.
I'm getting ready to say he's graduated to Step Brothers.
Yeah, I can't let that pass.
Oh yeah, no, I'll watch Step Brothers every time, or Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights.
Oh.
Casino or Goodfellas. I'll watch those every time they come on, all the way through. If it's on, it's just on, and I'm not changing it.
I'm gonna show you a picture that Shane just sent me.
Shane Flint?
Shane Flint.
Yep. Guess who he's with? I see it.
He's hanging out with his buddy. The John Greep guy, you know, has that thing got a Hemi?
I have no idea who that is.
John Reed from Morganton.
Yeah, he's one of those from Hickory, but he did the commercials.
Carolina.
I can't get it to get any clearer.
I think it's Morganton.
No, it's Hickory. He just said it on here, baby. The Hickory guy. John Reed, the comedian, he does. Has that thing got a Hemi commercial? You don't know
Oh,
who
that
John-
guy?
Yeah, he won like one of the big comedy thing, you know.
Yeah, wasn't he like big in the 90s?
I think so, Joe. I think so, Joe. But yeah, this came in. Oh, he wasn't. He's lately. Hang on.
All right, Ted. Little boy.
I remember that. I remember him now. Okay.
Are you getting them going hunting in the morning?
Yeah, here's where he started. Well, wait till it starts here.
Come
Hang
on,
on.
we got to say it for Ted.
What are we
That man
saying?
got a
Oh,
Hemi?
wait a minute, wait a minute.
I remember him.
This is for Ted leaving. 1, 2, 3. See ya. Yeah, you gotta put your hand over the camera.
Later, Ted.
Y'all mock him being with John Reed. I just said, don't forget to tell him we're Hickory folks. So when he damn shouts us out and we go over 3K, y'all gonna be laughing.
And he comes to Florida and goes fishing with you.
When I take John Reed on a damn fishing trip, y'all gonna be laughing out the other side of your face.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, did
I
I
don't
come
know, right?
visit? I have heard
Wait,
that saying a lot of times when people let me
is
stay in
he-
their cabin.
Is Shane with like hanging out with him now, or is that just like an older picture that he took?
No, that's right
And
now.
just
He's
sent
making
to
it, he sent it like it's now. You hear that, Ted? I have heard that comment many times after somebody lets me stay in their cabin.
He told us that he had to go to Raleigh for something.
I got to go replumb my cabin because John done blowed it up.
What's John Reed doing now?
Reap. I guess he's talking to F and Shane. I don't know, Doc. That's why they sent me a picture.
He's still a comedian.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, he's still a comedian. Yeah.
is he still
I know,
like
Al.
he's still doing? Is he still like touring?
Yeah. He goes from place to place to place.
I don't know. You have to ask Shane Flynn.
Well, hey, because we got the Palm Beach Improv over here. If he ever comes down here, I'll go see John Reed, and then I got an in. I'll be like, hey, you know Shane Flint.
Hey, Shane just sent me. I told him, I said, tell him we said hello. We are Hickory folks. He goes, will do. Gonna get some SWC coming your way from him. Bring it on, John Reed. We get to blow up, so we going to the top.
See you, Buck.
See you, Buck. Hell, see you, Doc. See you, Joe. Because when we hit like 10K, we're up at this mug. All right, Buck. I'm looking forward to
Later,
your video.
Buck.
Buck told me he's going to make a video, or he did, opening up the package we sent him. I was like, cool, because I don't know what's in it. Lindy showed me some of it. I don't know what some of it is.
That was all me. Me and Michelle.
Who's Michelle?
Miss Sweets.
Mama Jew.
Oh, the freeze dry lady.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bunch of freeze dried in that box.
I can't say too much.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin his video, but like I told you earlier, at least one of the package he said was gone like minutes after the video was made.
Buck probably couldn't make that video fast enough. He's like, all right, guys, here's what we got to do. All right, we're out.
Let's eat. But yeah, we're looking forward to catching them fish on the owl lure. That's going to be good stuff.
Yeah.
And like I said, for next week, you know, with Hiram here, we ought to have some more fishing videos and crappie videos. So.
Yeah.
Hey, tell Shane if you're texting him to ask John Reed if he's ever coming down here to Palm Beach so I can go see him.
Well, he's going to say F you because I've told you 4 times his last name is Reap with a P.
Whatever. I just remembered he was the Hemi kid. So, I mean, just because I'll go see him.
And then I think he won Last Comic Standing was how he got part of his start. You know, he won that one year. So he was kind of big time for a little bit. It's okay, Pearl.
Was that a show?
The Last Comic Standing. I mean, that's the competition they've had for years and years where a lot of famous comedians have started winning.
That might have been a North thing.
It ain't an up north damn thing. Last Comic Standing is damn thing.
I never watched a lot. John, I don't watch a lot of. Even though I'm a TV and film teacher, I don't watch a lot of TV.
I got Pearl whining in one hand, whining in the other. Come on.
Was that the show that the kid didn't Howie Mandel have something to do with that? Last Comic Standing. Didn't Howie Mandel have something to do with that?
Did Howie Mandel have something to do with that?
No, that's freaking where you pick the damn cases.
No. Before he was on America's Got Talent, didn't Howie Mandel have something to do with Last Comic Standing?
No, I think he means the Gong Show. No, the Gong Show was the Chuck Barris.
It ain't the Gong Show. It was a damn show. Come on, where a comedian's wrong. You'd have to be funny to watch it. It ain't that big a deal. He's a damn redheaded comedian from North Carolina.
Let's get John riled up tonight. Y'all want to?
And he's gonna shout us out. We're going over 4K.
It don't take much to get him going.
True.
There you go, Joe. Come on, everybody. Let's pitch in.
Don't be talking about the Gong Show. That was like the greatest show ever.
They say
the Gong Show was cool.
Get up a little bit more.
And see, all these people watch Gene the Fishing Machine.
Who?
On YouTube. Well,
Who?
Something Gene something the Fishing Machine on YouTube. He's like a really big channel. Richard Gene the Fishing Machine. That's it.
Never heard him.
But anyway, people don't realize that came from the Gong Show because that one guy that was always on the Gong Show was Gene the Dancing Machine. What's killing me?
I'm not even sure who you're talking about at this point.
You just don't know, Doc. You don't. If you don't know, now you know.
No. I remember the Gong Show. I just don't know who Gene the Fishing Machine is.
He's a guy. He's got a YouTube channel.
Good for him. So does everybody in here.
He's got a successful one though.
It's not that successful. I ain't heard of it.
That just took three quarters of us out of that one though.
Blood pressure's up, James.
Yeah, if I gotta go shit, I'm liable to die on the shitter.
You know, everybody's dying.
Yeah, you need to be careful tonight. You're a little fired up.
Pearl squeaking,
Yeah,
Joe.
that ain't me.
That's what's getting me back. Just freaking. That's like fingernails on a chalkboard when she gets on that damn squeaky toy.
Did she actually eat the toy earlier? Like, is it gone?
Yeah, she ate part of one over there. Yeah.
You know, she does that side grinding and she'll pull her little piece off and then she'll eat it and swallow it. Then she'll go in and get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Kona does.
We had a pit bull lab mixed Sebastian for years. That's the dog the girls grew up with. And we would go out and buy him like an $8 toy. I'd hand it to him in the living room. That little sucker would run in the kitchen. You'd go in there and it would be gone. I mean, the hard rubber one, it'd just be gone.
Yeah, Jen just bought Kona this. It said tough toy on the thing. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes. He had it ripped open. I was like, there that is.
And Sebastian could cut a sock in half.
Yeah.
He would, instantly, he could get it in his mouth and on the side, just like scissors. And that dude I'd take my socks off, he'd pick it up, and I'd go, give me that back. And he'd kind of run playing. And he's running with half a sock hanging out his mouth. And I'm not lying, Doc, as he's running, that half would just go floop, fall to the floor. And you're like,
he'd rip it yeah.
He could, one cut, he could scissor it. He knew how to get it just right. And would just cut it in half. Just cut it in half.
Wow. Yeah, Kona hasn't chewed anything he's not supposed to when it comes to like sheets or blankets or socks or anything like that.
Oh, come on, James. I
But
wouldn't let my dog have a JV sock now. That's inhumane. For the same dog, when Jamie was about 9 or 10, went trick-or-treating, came in excited, run to her room, set her candy bag on her bed, come back to the living room, went back to her room, and the dog's laying there, and there ain't no wrappers. There's not any bag. The dog ate all of it. Just,
I'm gonna take it from you.
but it was funny. That dog would eat the face off of anybody, and I'd come in, and them girls would have him on his back. They'd be sitting on his belly. I mean, that dog looking at me like, come on, dude, get these kids. And never even got aggressive at them. But anybody else come around the house, that dog eats you alive.
You remember the time Two-Tone Tyler come flying across the street on his bicycle and hit my car?
Oh, that was on a big wheel.
On big wheel, yeah. But then the girls was over there, and Sebastian came in between him and the girls.
Yeah. All right, James, go help with the groceries.
all right, James.
Yeah, we lived on a hill, Doc. The neighbor's house was like uphill across the road. Lindy had her 74 Z28 sitting in our driveway. We're like on the porch, and we hear, go. The hell was that? Go around the damn Z28, and little Tyler on his big wheel had kind of got loose in their driveway, hauled ass down the driveway, crossed the road, across our driveway, hit the side of that Z28, just bam, smacked his head on it. He just kind of sitting over going,
It's just all like,
oh, dude, same kid as he got
was
older.
he all right?
Me and my buddy hanging out in the yard, Tyler out there on his bicycle, built him a little bitty ramp, you know. Okay, I went and got his piece of wood. We had a mulch pile I had delivered out in the yard. I mean, about 5-6 foot tall. I leaned that kid's board up on that mulch pile. Now, it's like I said, downhill from his yard. Me and my buddy Brian Eckert sitting out there like, Tyler, go over this jump. No, come on, you can make it. You can get some speed up. And yeah, we're grown ass men talking to this little kid. Dude, he come down that freaking yard. I shit you, when he hit that ramp, this boy about to went 12 foot in the air. Me and Brian both were like, oh goddamn. And he went over it and rolls. We go down there and he gets up crying. We had to calm him down. He was going home. We're like, it's okay, Tyler, you got this. Come on now.
Trying to convince the kid he's not extremely hurt. You're like, hey, you're fine. Dude, you're fine. That's
back when I wish you had a phone, because I mean that kid got some freaking air, man. It was great. It's great. Same kid got bit by a freaking copperhead in our yard.
Right, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That little kid was a patch of hell. His name was Tyler. One day he come home and had half his hair dyed one color, the other half one color. From that day on, we called him Two-Tone Tyler.
Casteller Garcia.
That was up in North Carolina.
Yeah. Single mom across the road had like 3 youngins. They's all about wilder than hell. Hell, she's about wilder.
He didn't like dent the car, did he? When he ran into it with the big wheel?
L74Z. It was his harder than his head, but it went right in the door. Just
it wasn't made out of plastic.
And he wasn't like 7, so he didn't quite have enough body mass to really tear something up.
Yeah. But like, I mean, the kid wasn't like sitting there all like dazing if he was like, hey.
Oh hell yeah, he was straddling the 3-wheeler like, what the hell just happened? But 3-wheeler got the bigger wheel, so I think the wheel hit and it did the
wheel hit, and then he kind of went
like
forward.
Joe Biden doing the burnout on that 4-wheeler. He kind of did the old.
No, Joe, I think Manhattan was 8, 7 or 8.
Space? Didn't one of them go to space? Yeah, there was like a Jason and Freddy in space or something.
There was one in space. You're right.
Oh.
You're right. There was one in space, which was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Have you ever watched Screen Rant? The channel Screen Rant?
No. Before you start on that, Doc, isn't there one out now where Jamie Lee's like really freaking old? Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. It's out now. Like, It's a
No,
J.
that you're thinking of Halloween. That's
Okay.
not Friday the 13th. You're thinking of Halloween.
Okay.
But
I
yes,
knew,
you're
I knew
right.
there was a new.
They just released one this past Halloween, I think, that where like she was like really old.
That's right.
That
That
was like
was
a year
Michael
ago.
Myers and not
Yeah.
the Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah.
Anyway, screamers or whatever you just said.
Screen Rant. This guy, he does these things. They're called pitch meetings. He's got like a whole playlist, and I don't know. It showed up on my feed, and I don't know how it did, but I clicked on one. And for me being a TV and film teacher and like the movies with like the plot holes and all this stuff, freaking hilarious. This guy does like an amazing job. He's got like the channel's got millions of subscribers, but it's freaking hilarious. Where he does these things where he's like, he plays himself as two different people. He plays it as like the producer that like is wanting the movie, and then the guy that's pitching the movie to him. He's like, so you got a movie for me? I sure do. So what's it called? Oh, we're going to call this Jaws 2. And he just goes on and on back. It's great. He does an awesome job. I've been watching a whole bunch of them. They're funny. They're really funny.
My God, Leprechaun in the Hood was hilarious.
Oh, Jesus.
Doc, do you remember the thing
yes.
that came on TV? Do you remember the show on TV? I think it was called Mystery Theater 2000.
3000.
And they had the little characters at the bottom of the screen that just talk crap.
Mystery Theater 3000. God, I love that show. God, I used to.
It was like two.
My dad and I used to sit there and watch that show and laugh hysteric. Oh, I love that show.
Wasn't it like a guy and two aliens sitting there? So it
was a guy and two robots. There were two robots
robots. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, that show was great. And they used to watch like the old sci-fi or just really any movie.
Right.
That was basically like the beginning. That was the beginning of like, what people do now on YouTube and make fun of movies. That was the beginning of it.
I mean, they just sit there and, man, they crack. No, I think the beginning would be the two old guys on the Muppets sitting up.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. These guys are terrible.
Those were the first internet trolls, were them two cats.
Yep.
Yeah, I based a lot of my life on them two guys. That's good.
What were their names? Oh my God, what were their names? Somebody in the chat help.
I'm thinking there's a Charles or a Charlie in there.
No. I don't know.
I'm being serious.
Joe figured it out. I'm putting this on Joe. This has got to be on Joe. It's got to, like, oh my God, what the hell were their names? I don't know.
That's like I remember us coming on vacation, taking the girls to Disney World, and we went to the Muppet Theater, and they had the guys up in the balcony, during the show. It was hilarious, man. It was really cool. Thanks, Lindy. But if someone in this chat, sure, Joe.
You never know. Who might watch it later.
That's right, Joe. We might be watched in Indonesia like at 2 a.m.
That's right.
Wouldn't you like a little Indonesian guy to come watch your channel?
My channel's huge in Indonesia, and not with John Rep.
His damn name's Reap.
Whatever.
Statler and Waldorf.
Waldorf. You look like a Waldorf.
I am a Waldorf. You want to see my salad? This Waldorf will toss your salad. How about that?
Oh, Jesus. All right, now we're getting kicked off YouTube. Thank God we only got 5 minutes left in this live.
I'm talking about with ranch dressing before the steak dinner. You people are freaking terrible. But, Doc, you should have seen Lindy in the cafe last night getting these two old guys from Indiana. Oh, this one guy, we're telling him what kind of baits. He's over there trying to look. they don't make but 3 colors. And we're like, no, they make all those colors. So Lindy gets up, picks his phone up, and goes, well, it would help if you were at Bruiser Bates. I mean, it was so funny. I don't know where he was, but he wasn't at Bruiser Bates.
Where was he at?
He had just punched in Bruiser Bates.
Somebody selling like 3 packs of freaking Houdinis.
And it went, just to a different website that had some featured in that.
Yeah, like.
Oh, so he was probably on some Jack Wagons like Amazon page or something. Okay.
Yeah. A generic off-brand, yeah. So I helped him find BruiserBates.com.
Wait a minute, did I not get? We're talking about the Waldorf and the salad. If I'm not mistaken, I got a copyright strike on a live over this conversation because Anti sent me that video from like BBC about a Waldorf salad. And I played it and it gave me my copyright strike on a live.
Did it really?
Yeah, Becky, you were there. I mean, he sent us some link and I played it and it was like it wasn't Benny Hill, but it was a show like Benny Hill. You could tell come from England.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Okay.
And wasn't it about a Waldorf salad? Wasn't that the whole subject?
It was, yeah. It was one of the guys that was
like Monty Python dude.
He was also part of Monty Python.
Yeah, there was, like I said, some BBC show, and not the big black one, the BBC, the British Broadcasting Channel or whatever.
Yeah, not what the kids associate BBC with it these days.
Which is hilarious because there's a big black man named Brian B. Catfishing, and every time he joins a live in the morning, everybody writes "Good morning, BBC," and it just makes me laugh. It's just the kid in me makes me laugh.
It would make me laugh too.
Not Neil Diamond.
Damn it, Joe, no.
But Neil Diamond, it does know about Love on the Rocks. Wasn't that Neil Diamond? Love on the Rocks.
I thought he was coming to America.
Well, do you know why Barbie didn't get pregnant? Yeah, I'm ready for James to talk. He's unloading groceries, or he wrote.
No, James is gone. He might still be listening, but he's unloading groceries. Because it's only 9:00 over there, right?
Well, it's still 9:59 here. Yeah, it's just 9:00 there.
Yeah, 2 hour difference, isn't it?
1 hour.
Just 1 hour.
I think it's 1 hour in Louisiana.
Well, it's 10 o'clock. It will be by the time I get done saying I'm up out of here, Spill.
Yeah.
All right, folks. How about everybody in the chat? Make sure you're subscribed to Parabellum Fishing. Double check.
Yep.
If you need to unsubscribe and resubscribe, just hook a brother up.
Yep.
Tell a friend.
No.
Tomorrow when you're talking to somebody, just look at them and, oh, Doc, did you see the group chat where I made a comment and Joe was like, ask them if they'll sub to my channel. So I asked the birds.
Oh, when you're sending all the pictures, the little videos.
Then the skateboard kid just goes walking by the truck. I was like, hey, will you subscribe to Parabellum Fishing?
And Joe said, oh, he's already subscribed to my channel.
Yeah, Joe said he probably already subscribed. So. All right, Doc. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, man.
See you, Chris.
All right.
Later, Al.
Good night.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate y'all hanging out for Friday the 13th.
All right, later, Doc.
All right. Good night, y'all.